Namaste all of you who are present here in this in-house training of Kodarma School, Sahodaya Complex, Kodarma. I, Ritu Raj Singh, STMC of National Public School, Parsavar. Already you know that our in-house training is going on in our school. So now our today's topic is importance of gratitude, and our resource person is Mr. Jitendra Rana sir. Now I would like to call him here to begin this topic. Mr. Jitendra sir.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, all respected teachers. I would like to wish a lots of thanks to school management of National Public School Parsavar for choosing me as a resource person to organize a training session on importance of gratitude. Respected educators and viewers, I am very grateful to you all as you all are going to be an important part of this training session. In this training session, we are going to understand the importance of gratitude. So, before starting the session, I would like to quote a Sanskrit sloka, that is Pratham Vaisi Dattan Toy Malpam Smaranta Sirasi Nihit Bhara Nari Kela Narnam Salilam Mritam Kalpam Dadyura Jivanantam Nahi Kritam Upkaran Sadhu Vismarante. अर्थात नारियल के पेड़ को बढ़ने के लिए शुरुआती वर्षों में थोड़ा पानी लगता है, लेकिन उसे जो मदद मिली उसे वह कभी नहीं भूलता। वह जीवन भर फलों का भार वहन करता है ताकि लोगों को अपने फलों का मीठा और पौष्टिक पानी का रस दे सके, जिसकी तुलना अमृत से की जा सकती है। उसी प्रकार सज्जन और धर्मी व्यक्ति को भी उस उपकार और सहायता को कभी नहीं भूलना चाहिए, चाहे वह उपकार या सहायता कितना भी छोटा क्यों ना हो, और उन्हें हमेशा मानव जाति की सेवा करते रहना चाहिए। Throughout the history and around the world, the religious leaders and philosophers have extolled the virtue of gratitude. Some have been described as social glue that fortifies relationships between friends, family, and romantic partners and serve as the backbone of human society. There may be some questions coming through your mind, such as what exactly is gratitude? Where does it come from? Why do some people seem to be naturally more grateful than others? Are there ways we can foster more feelings and expression of gratitude? It is an emotion, a virtue, a behavior. Indeed, gratitude can mean different things to different people in different contexts. For all such questions, I would like to quote the famous philosopher Cicero. According to him, gratitude is more than the greatest virtue. It is also the mother of all other remaining virtues. In this session, we are going to make a successful attempt in finding all the answers of questions given above. What is gratitude? Religious traditions including Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, Judaism and Christianity all all encourage cultivating gratitude as an important moral virtue. For a long time, gratitude has been a popular topic among philosophers. Different philosophers have stated different things about gratitude. One of them is Cicero. Cicero said, gratitude is not only the greatest one, but also the mother of all the other remaining virtues. Seneca ranked in grades below thieves, rapists, and adulterers. Hume wrote of all crimes that human creatures are capable of committing, the most horrid and unnatural is ingratitude. Adam Smith believed that gratitude is vital for maintaining a society based on goodwill. Thus, gratitude infuses our religious, cultural, and scholarly traditions which generally maintain the gratitude is important for a person to be good and moral and a citizen of the world. But what exactly is gratitude? It depends on whom you ask. Gratitude has been conceptualized as an emotion, a virtue, a moral sentiment, a motive, a coping response, a skill, and an attitude. It is all of these and more. Write Robert Emmons and Cyril Crumpler. According to Emmons and Michael McCullough, gratitude can be generally distilled to a two-step cognitive process. The first one is recognizing that one has obtained a positive outcome, and number two, recognizing that there is an external source for this positive outcome. On the basis of above, we can say that it is a state of feeling of being grateful or of wanting to give your thanks to somebody. It is one of many positive emotions. It is about focusing on what is good in our lives and being thankful for the things we have. This can be gifts, help, favors, or another form of generosity. Gratitude is pausing to notice the things that we often take for granted, like having a place to live, food, clean water, friends, family, and even computer access. We all should be very thankful to the Almighty who has given us life, who has given us planet to live, who has given us air to breathe, who has given food to eat, who has given us a mind that we can use for making our lives better. Science says gratitude can boost neurotransmitter serotonin and activate the brain stem to produce dopamine. It is a pleasure chemical that makes us happy. I am very grateful to you all for listening to me passionately. I am grateful to school management. Why gratitude? The next question is why gratitude? ग्रेटिट्यूड की आवश्यकता क्यों है? Gratitude helps people feel more positive emotions, relish good experiences, improve their health, deal with adversity, and build strong relationships. Now let's have a look on origins of gratitude. In addition to gratitude's deep roots in our spiritual and philosophical history, research suggests that it has been even deeper biological roots that appear to be embedded in our evolutionary history, in the structure of our brains and DNA, and in child development. Without a doubt, gratitude is heavily influenced by culture, but it also appears to be an inherent part of human nature. Next one is evolutionary origin. Researchers have looked for evidence of grateful behaviors among our non-human relatives. Of course, these researchers have assumed that gratitude is expressed differently among non-human species than among humans. It is unlikely that many non-humans will write thank you notes. So, for evidence of gratitude across species, researchers have investigated whether and how non-human species who receive a gift or a favor reciprocate in some way toward their benefactor, drawing on the observation that feelings of gratitude can inspire reciprocal acts of generosity towards those to whom we are feeling grateful. One study found that chimpanzees were more likely to share their food with another chimpanzee who had groomed them earlier that day. Another experiment in which chimpanzees required help from a partner to retrieve a tray of food found that chimpanzees were most likely to help a chimpanzee if that particular chimpanzee had helped them in the past. Indeed, species as diverse as fish, birds, and vampire bats all display what is termed reciprocal altruism. They will imitate a behavior that helps another unrelated individual, even at a cost to themselves. Presumably because they recognize at some instinctual level that individual may repay the favor at a later date. Biological origin of gratitude. Over the past few years, there has been growing interest in determining the biological correlates of gratitude and other positive emotions, particularly with regards to neuroanatomy and genetics. Gratitude and brain. Dear teachers, now we'll try to understand what is connection between gratitude and brain. How does gratitude affect our brain? Does it affect our brain in positive way or does it affect our brain in negative way? A handful studies of neuroimaging have shed light on brain areas that are likely involved in experiencing and expressing gratitude. One study found that experiencing emotions involved in maintaining social values, such as pride and gratitude activated areas in mesolimbic and basal forebrain, regions involving feelings of reward and the formation of social bonds. Another study that asked participants to imagine they were Holocaust survivors who had received gifts such as shelter or life-saving food from strangers found that people who imagined that they would feel more grateful in these scenarios had more brain activity in the medial prefrontal cortex and anterior cingulate cortex, brain regions associated with moral cognition, perspective taking, and reward. Gratitude and genetics. A few studies have examined whether genetics may explain why some people have higher dispositional gratitude than others. One study found that a particular variation in the CD38 gene, which is involved in the secretion of oxytocin, was significantly associated with the quality and frequency of expressions of gratitude toward a romantic partner in both a laboratory setting and in daily life. These results shows that oxytocin may also be involved in feelings of gratitude, the glue that binds adults into meaningful and important relationship. Next, origin of gratitude is developmental origins. Some researchers have studied how gratitude develops through our childhood. These reports suggest parenting and educational strategies for further developing this virtue in childhood. Research suggests that as children mature and develop, so do their expressions of gratitude. मीन्स कि बच्चे जैसे जैसे बड़े होते जाते हैं, जैसे जैसे उनका मानसिक विकास होता है, वैसे वैसे ग्रेटिट्यूड को एक्सप्रेस करने का तरीका भी उनका विकसित होता है. While these studies may tell us something about how children become socialized to express grateful sentiments, they do not tell us much about how children experiences feeling gratitude. Now let's have a look at individual factors linked to gratitude. When receiving a gift or a favor, what determines whether a person feels grateful or not? Research has linked a variety of factors to one's likelihood of experiencing gratitude or having a grateful disposition. These include personality factors, cognitive factors, and gender. How personality factors are linked to gratitude? Researchers have examined the extent to which gratitude is associated with various personality factors and whether gratitude or gratefulness could be considered its own personality trait. Is gratitude a personality trait? If some people are clearly more grateful than others, but one's propensity for gratitude cannot be explained by existing personality factors, so dispositional gratitude be categorized as its own personality trait. One potential sticking point is whether gratitude can be sufficiently separated from appreciation as discussed earlier. While results from one study suggest that gratitude and appreciation are so related that they could be considered a single personality trait. If gratitude is a personality trait, how does it relate to state gratitude? One study suggests that given the same circumstances, more dispositionally grateful people feel more grateful than less dispositionally grateful people. In other words, a person with a more grateful personality may be more prone to feel grateful in a particular scenario than would a person with a less grateful personality. Cognitive factors of gratitude, the way that we think about a gift or a giver, can increase or decrease the likelihood we will feel gratitude in a certain situation. In particular, studies have found that how participants see the intention of the benefactor, the cost to the benefactor, and the value of the benefit are all independently and significantly associated with the level of gratitude reported by the participants. More specifically, there is evidence that people feel more grateful when they believe that a helper has more autonomous motivation for their actions. Such as when that person helps someone who is lost out of a sense of care for the lost person rather than because the person was thought to be helpful to lost people. Is there any effect of gender on gratitude? Several studies have investigated whether there are gender difference in gratitude. In studies of children and adolescents, girls report being more grateful than boys. One study thou suggests that the boy may derive more social benefits from gratitude since they showed a stronger association between gratitude and emotional support rather than a cause of it. Adult women also report more trait gratitude than adult men. A study of college students and older adults found that men were less likely to feel and express gratitude, made more critical evaluations of gratitude and derived fewer benefits. एक स्टडी से ये बात भी सामने आई है कि मेन जो हैं वो वुमेन के कंपैरिजन में लेस ग्रेटफुल होते हैं. And other studies have found that women were more likely to report feeling grateful to God than were men. It is important to note that some men may associate gratitude with weakness, perhaps due to its relationship to indebtedness, and thus may report lower level of gratitude. Is there any barrier to gratitude? क्या कुछ बातें ऐसी भी हैं जो ग्रेटिट्यूड के लिए बैरियर का काम करती हैं? तो डेफिनेटली देयर आर some barriers which stops, which prohibits in expressing the gratitude. According to philosophers Michael McCullough and colleagues, found that dispositional gratitude was negatively associated with both materialism and envy. Because envy and materialism involve dwelling on what we do not have. They may be antithetical to gratitude, making it difficult for people to be grateful and envious at the same time. Indeed, when one study took a closer look at the negative relationship between materialism and life satisfaction, it found that the lower life satisfaction among materialistic people could be explained by the fact that they reported lower levels of gratitude. Means high materialists are less happy in part because they find it harder to be grateful for what they have. यानी कि जो मटेरियलिस्टिक लोग हैं, जो भौतिक चीज़ों को पसंद करने वाले लोग हैं, उनके अंदर ग्रेटिट्यूड का फीलिंग्स कम होता है। क्यों कम होता है? बिकॉज दे आर materialistic, means they evaluate themselves on the basis of materials they have. Means if they have a bungalow type house, a four-wheeler, a fully air conditioned house, and lots of luxurious things in their home, then they feel happy. If they face the lack of any materialistic substances like air conditioned home, luxury cars, bungalow, then they can't be happy, because their mindset is already prepared that they can be happy only with the luxurious things. They can't be happy with the life they have. They can't be happy with the family members they have. Such people do not have gratitude towards their family members, their society, and all who are near them. Narcissism may be another potent inhibitor of gratitude. In one experimental study, participants who scored higher on the narcissistic personality inventory reported feeling less gratitude towards their partners than did less narcissist people. Now we are going to discuss social and cultural factors linked to gratitude. The society in which we live, the religion that we follow, the culture that we have, is there any factors related to society, related to culture, related to religion, linked to gratitude? Yes. There are different types of social, cultural and religious factors directly linked to gratitude. Social factors can also influence a person's tendency to experiencing gratitude. These factors include religion, cultural influences, and parenting styles. Religion, how religious factors affect or linked to gratitude. As mentioned in the introduction, gratitude is an important component of many religious traditions, and a number of studies have investigated potential relationships between personal religiosity and gratitude with varying results. यानी कि अलग अलग लोग हैं, अलग अलग तरह के रिलीजन को मानने वाले लोग हैं, तो जो लोग रिलीजन को स्ट्रिक्टली फॉलो करते हैं, मानते हैं, वो लोग ग्रेटिट्यूड उनके पास ज़्यादा होता है, वो हर उस चीज़ के लिए अपना ग्रेटिट्यूड एक्सप्रेस करते हैं जो उनके पास है. In one study, more grateful people reported higher intrinsic religiosity, engaging with religion for its own sake, and lower extrinsic religiosity. Studies have found positive associations between gratitude and a number of religious attributes, including frequently engaging in religious practices, ascribing importance to religion, having a personal relationship with God, experiencing spiritual transcendence, and expressing religious commitment. And a recent study that examined the relationship between religion and gratitude in people ages 17 to 24 found that religious efficacy and having friends who are religious were positively associated with feelings of gratitude, whereas religious affiliation, private devotion, participation in organized religion, other worldly belief, religious silence, and being spiritual but not religious were unrelated to feelings of gratitude. Other studies have examined the relationship between religion, gratitude, and psychological well-being. Culture. Is there any cultural factor that is linked to gratitude? Yes. Let's have a look. Research from anthropology and sociology has found cultural variations in expressions of gratitude, and a few studies suggest that people from different cultures may vary in their internal experiences of gratitude as well. As mentioned in the origin of gratitude section, there is also evidence of cultural variation in the development of gratitude in children. For example, a study examining different types of gratitude in American, Brazilian, Chinese, and Russian children of different ages found that American children were more likely to express concrete gratitude regardless of age, whereas Russian children were the least likely. However, 11 to 14-year-old Russians were the most likely to express connective gratitude, taking into account the desires of the benefactor when repaying a gift or favor. Overall, the cultural variability that we found suggests that culture-wide sets of child rearing values and beliefs have an influence on how children respond to being given something. If it is the case that culture-wide values influence children's responses to help and gifts, it most likely that parents are one of the important mediating factors. Parenting. While cultural studies point to the importance of parenting in the development of gratitude, thus far only a few studies have examined how parents may influence their offspring's gratitude. A study of 4th and 5th grade students and their biological parents found a small but a statistically significant relationship between the self-reported gratitude of the children and their mothers, but not between the children and their fathers. मीन्स कि जो बच्चे हैं, जो 4th और 5th स्टैंडर्ड के बच्चे हैं, they are more connected to their mothers in comparison of fathers. So in earlier we knew that women are more grateful, and since children are closely connected to their mothers, so they receive the behaviors of showing gratitude from their mothers. This clarifies that children of standard 4th or 5th are more grateful just because of they are more connected to their mothers. This study also found a small but significant association between a mother's gratitude and her child's life satisfaction. However, because this study is purely correlational, it cannot tell us anything about the mechanisms underlying these associations or the extent to which nature versus nurture play a role. I would like to include some important points that how gratitude can make your child happy, how gratitude can make your child to achieve different achievements in their life, different academic achievements in their life. What are the practices that we can perform to show gratitude to our child, and how gratitude can boost them up. Importance of showing gratitude to child. Showing gratitude to your child is another form of giving them strength and confidence. Whenever we show gratitude to our child, ये सिर्फ हमारे बच्चों को ताकत ही नहीं बल्कि आत्मविश्वास भी देता है. मीन्स ये कि बच्चे कुछ कर रहे हैं, कुछ अच्छा कर रहे हैं, और हम उस समय अपना ग्रेटिट्यूड दिखाते हैं बच्चे के प्रति, तो बच्चे के अंदर और भी विश्वास आएगा, वो मेंटली स्ट्रॉन्ग होंगे. दिस इज अनदर फॉर्म ऑफ शोइंग द पावर एंड मोटिवेटिंग देम टू वर्क मोर. इससे क्या होगा, हम बच्चे को और ज़्यादा मेहनत करने के लिए मोटिवेट कर पाएंगे. हम बच्चों को जो उनके अंदर का जो पावर है उसको पहचानने में हेल्प कर सकते हैं। देयर आर सेवरल एडवांटेजेस ऑफ शोइंग ग्रेटिट्यूड टू चाइल्ड। अब क्योंकि हमें ये सेशन ही है इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड, तो एंड सिंस वी आर टीचर्स we spend 6 to 8 hours among children, and children that we are nurturing them mentally. It is rightly said that a teacher does not teach only a student, but the teacher touches his life also. एक शिक्षक बच्चे को सिर्फ किताबी ज्ञान ही नहीं देते हैं, सिर्फ पढ़ाते समझाते ही नहीं हैं, बल्कि उस बच्चे का जीवन कैसा होगा, कैसा बनेगा उन बच्चों का जीवन, ये भी एक शिक्षक निर्धारित कर सकते हैं और करते हैं। Gratitude makes your child disciplined. One of the most important advantages of gratitude is that it makes our child disciplined. Teachers always try to make the students disciplined. They make extra effort to make the students disciplined. Some get success in making students disciplined by continuously telling them to be disciplined, sit properly on your bench, do your homework, follow your elders, walk on the left side of the road. Teachers always try to make their students disciplined by forcefully, by scolding them or by beating them. But without beating, without scolding, without telling students, teachers can make them disciplined. How? By showing gratitude. Because gratitude makes students disciplined, obedient, confident, and specific towards goals and objectives. However, it is the responsibility of parents, teachers, and mentors to show them some gratitude, because that boosts them to study and work more. As we discussed, gratitude can change the life of a child, and a child can make a happier life. And we, teachers or parents or mentors, sow the seed of a successful life for a children by showing gratitude to them. Because whenever we show the gratitude to our child, it encourages to child for hard work, for study, and for achieving the goals of their lives. Why it is important to appreciate a child? एक बच्चे को अप्रिशिएट करना या बच्चे के प्रति ग्रेटफुल शो करना क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट है? Our child usually works hard to achieve several things in their lives. They might do different activities like planning, strategies, and analysis for the best outcome. We teachers also do the same. हम टीचर्स भी क्या करते हैं? हम टीचर्स भी प्लानिंग करते हैं, स्ट्रेटजी बनाते हैं और एनालिसिस करते हैं कि हमारा जो ट्रेनिंग सेशन चल रहा है किस टॉपिक पे है, तो उस टॉपिक पे हम पहले से तैयारी करते हैं, फैक्ट्स को समझते हैं, फिर स्ट्रेटजी बनाते हैं और एनालिसिस करते हैं चीज़ों का. इन द सेम वे अ चाइल्ड डज द सेम थिंग टू अचीव देयर गोल्स. Therefore, it is good to appreciate your child for the good academic result. The appreciation and proper praising bring happiness to the child's face. बच्चे को अप्रिशिएट करना या सही तरीके से उनकी प्रशंसा करना, ये सब चीजें बच्चों के चेहरे पे खुशी लाती हैं. It also helps in collecting all your energy. This is the best way to increase the concentration level on achieving the goals and objectives. Let us understand what are the benefits of appreciating a child. Number one, developing good habits. हम टीचर्स अक्सर ये प्रयास करते रहते हैं, इस कोशिश में लगे रहते हैं कि बच्चों के अंदर अच्छी आदतें हों. इसके लिए हम बच्चे को क्लासरूम में, घर में या बच्चे जहाँ खेलने जा रहे हैं वहाँ पर भी हम हर समय बच्चों को कुछ ना कुछ समझाते रहते हैं कि ये ऐसे करना है, वो वैसे करना है. हमें एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट लगाना पड़ता है बच्चों को डिसिप्लिन बनाने के लिए या फिर बच्चे अच्छी आदतों को सीखें इसके लिए भी. लेकिन बच्चे अच्छी आदतों को सीखें, ये चीज़ हम बड़ी आसानी से कर सकते हैं. कैसे? द प्रॉपर appreciation of the child helps in developing good habits for them. बच्चे कुछ अच्छा करते हैं तो उनको अप्रिशिएट करें. Regular appreciation becomes an expectation for them and they don't allow to make it down at any causes. बच्चे को अगर अप्रिशिएट करते हैं तो वो भी इस बात को समझने लगते हैं, महसूस करने लगते हैं कि हम क्या सही कर रहे हैं और ये चीज़ हम आगे कैसे बनाए रखें. Improve child self-esteem. Self-esteem is a process of earning by best hard working. Child self-esteem gets boosted when parents celebrate the success of the child, right? Hence, we should keep our child motivated and praise them. Gratitude can help in getting goals and objectives. A career is one of the most important things in a child's life. A proper career will lead them to become a successful people in their life. Make sure to create regular goals and objectives and try to achieve them in the future. Hence, it is very important to praise children for choosing the right career in their life. A child becomes optimistic when we start supporting and praising our child and their goals and objectives. Our child becomes more optimistic. This brings all the positivity and deletes negativity all around. Steps to celebrate their success and achievement. Our child usually works hard with passion and dedication to achieve success in the future. Therefore, it is very important to celebrate their success and achievement in the best way that makes your child feel proud. These celebrations will improve their confidence and let them gain the positivity to work hard and achieve more success in the future. There are several ways to achieve success. अब ऐसी कौन कौन सी प्रैक्टिसेस हैं जो हम अपने घर पे परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं सो दैट आवर चाइल्ड कैन बिकम मोर कॉन्फिडेंट, कैन बिकम मोर ऑप्टिमिस्टिक, कैन बिकम मोर पावरफुल. रिवॉर्ड योर चाइल्ड फॉर अचीविंग द रिजल्ट. जब बच्चे कोई रिवॉर्ड अचीव करते हैं तो आप एक छोटी मोटी पार्टी उसके लिए घर पे रखें सो दैट बच्चे अपने जो गोल को अचीव करने का इंटेंशन है वो और बढ़ सके. गिव देम लिटिल रिलैक्सेशन एंड इंडिपेंडेंस. बच्चों को हर समय डांट कर, फटकार कर या बांध कर नहीं रखें. बच्चों को भी समय दें, थोड़ी सी आज़ादी दें ताकि वो भी अपने आप को कंफर्टेबल फील करा सकें. उनको थोड़ा समय दें ताकि वो अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ हैंग आउट कर सके. और सबसे आसान चीज जो हम घर पे कर सकते हैं वो ये है कि कुक सम स्पेशल डिलीशियस फूड फॉर देम. बच्चे किसी चीज को अचीव करते हैं तो उनका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल, उनका जो इंटेंशन है किसी भी गोल को अचीव करने का वो और बढ़ सके. इसके लिए आप घर पे उनके पसंद का कोई खाना पकाएं. उन्हें आइसक्रीम पसंद है तो आप वो खिलाएं. ये सब चीजें बच्चों को और भी मेंटली स्ट्रॉन्ग करेंगे ताकि जो उनका गोल है अपने लाइफ में कुछ अचीव करने का वो पूरे विश्वास के साथ, पूरे कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ वो चीज को वो अचीव कर सके. Is there any individual benefit of gratitude? Yes, of course. Gratitude is associated with many benefits for individuals, including better physical and psychological health, greater happiness and life satisfaction, less materialism and more. How gratitude is associated with physical health? While still a new avenue of research, a growing number of studies suggest that gratitude may make people physically healthier and adopt healthier lifestyles. So I hope you all would have enjoyed the session, and it will be a very useful and informative session for you all. Now I would like to conclude the session. ओवरऑल हम इस सेशन में ये समझे कि ग्रैटिट्यूड का कनेक्शन हमारे दिमाग से है, हमारे फिजिकल हेल्थ से है, और सबसे बड़ी बात, क्योंकि हम टीचर्स हैं, तो ऐसी कौन कौन सी एक्टिविटीज़ है जो हम बच्चों के सामने परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं ताकि बच्चे खुद से डिसिप्लिन बने, अपने गोल्स के प्रति फोकस्ड रहे। तो आज का सेशन अब ये समाप्त करते हैं। थैंक्स टू ऑल फॉर लिसनिंग मी पैशनेटली। थैंक्स।
Thank you, sir, for your nice session. Now, this is the time of question. If anybody has any question, you can ask him.
Thank you so much, sir, for your knowledgeable and praiseworthy session. But I have a question, and my question is how a gratitude can play an important role in modern life.
Nice question, ma'am. Gratitude become a very important part of modern day life, as we all are spending more times on electronic gadgets, and it causes that we cannot take proper care of our child. They are left alone to play with toys, to play with electronic gadgets. It will misguide them from their proper life. In our family, every member is sitting alone with smartphone. If any member of a family does something better, no one has time to appreciate them or to reward them with some gifts or with some valuable times. So if we start expressing our gratitude towards our family members, towards our friends, towards our students, it can make them a better citizen. It will make a happy life for all of them. Thank you.
And someone has any question? Okay. Already you have been given feedback paper. In feedback paper you have to write your name, your designation, your email ID, today's topic name, as well as resource person name. You are being given only 5 minutes to complete the feedback. Okay, now your time is over. Now I want Mr. Mithil sir kindly correct the feedback paper soon. This was a very nice session which was presented by our resource person Mr. Jitendra Rana sir. At last, I would like to thank all educators who have come here and given their precious time, as well as our resource person Mr. Jitendra Rana sir. Thanks everyone.